Hi there, this is Architect David. Welcome to Arkida, where you can learn anything and everything about construction. Hi there, welcome to part 2 of the small scale septic systems. Holding tanks. Holding tanks is a septic system wherein you have challenges in your lot wherein you cannot place in a regular type of septic tank. It may be you have a high water table, or you have a bedrock which is close to the surface, or you have very small lots with insufficient drainage areas. Again, please read through the text as I will not read through them. The holding tank, which contains a pump, must be watertight. If not, the groundwater may seep into the tank and overload the system itself. Below is a chart or a table which shows the inside diameter of a holding tank and the gallons per foot of depth that it should be embedded. Now the sewage pump is located inside the holding tank, which comes in various capacities. You need the pump to pump out the effluent out of the holding tank. Again, as I said, since this is a non-septic tank system, you need a pump to pump out the effluent because of the situation in your lot. Having a pump, you would now need pump controls, wherein all the wastewater pumps need to be turned on and off based on the liquid level of the tank. You may do it manually, but most of the time, it is done automatically using a floater wherein there is a mercury level control switch sealed in an effluent resistant plastic or rubber bulb. You may also have a combination of septic tank and holding tank. Based on the picture below, you could see that the leftmost portion is your standard septic tank, while the right portion or the right chamber is the holding tank, wherein you have a pump that needs to pump out the effluent out of the tanks itself. Now going back to the standard septic tank system, you have what is called as a soil absorption system, meaning to say the effluent that will go out will be thrown out to the soil or the drain field, wherein the effluent will now be absorbed by the soil itself. Now, absorption trenches vary in sizes and depth. The picture or the table at the right side portion shows you the type of soil texture and the depth that the trench should be embedded. Now for trench construction, as shown on the picture at the right, you have several drop boxes, wherein from there it is now distributed to a drain field. Usually trenches are constructed with a backhoe. Try to avoid doing manual labor for this because the amount of work needed would be quite extraordinary. Now rock-filled trenches uses crushed rock for overburden support. Look at the picture down below to see the typical trench dimensions. This picture shows you how a trench is done using a 4-inch diameter plastic sewer pipe with 1/2 inch diameter or larger holes spaced at 12 inches apart or closer for distribution of effluent to the soil down below. For this type of trench, the rock or the trench must be covered to prevent soil, which is soil placed on top of this, from seeping in and plugging the spaces between the rocks. Now, gravelless trench systems use plastic pipe or chambers instead of crushed rock for overburden support. This can be installed with a smaller crew of people, require less heavy equipment, and provide greater effluent storage volume in the trench. Absorption beds basically are rectangular pits dug into the soil. Depending on the house lot, depths can range from 1 to 4 feet. They cannot be used in locations having slopes greater than 6% and are not as effective at treating effluent as trenches. The picture or the table down below shows you the type of soil texture that would have a great effect on the type of absorption bed. Now, for effluent distribution, there are two variations. One is called the distribution box, and the other is a drop box. A drop box is the preferred method of effluent distribution and may be used on near level or sloping terrain. Distribution boxes, on the other hand, are used only on level terrain. These boxes normally are made from concrete or plastic, and they have an inlet and usually 3 outlets for each of the absorption trenches. Well, I hope you learned something new about small-scale septic systems. Watch out for my next video. Click the subscribe button to discover all the other videos in this site. Click the notification bell to be notified about new videos that we post. If you have additional comments, please post them down below or at our Arkida Facebook page, and I will answer all your queries. Thank you.